Welcome back to my channel. I'm Debbie, the Disney Nana, and today we are here with a collab that is hosted by Sara at Sara's Disney Magic, and that is our top 10 pins. And so I thought I would introduce it here and take you over to the table to review my top 10 pins. Now, the rules basically were just your top 10 pins, whatever you wanted to put in there. I did not put them in any particular order, so it's just the top 10 pins. And I also took a little different skew on it in that they are the top 10 pins, maybe representing maybe a genre that I like maybe villains. So I may, every day your top 10 pins may change. And so these are the top 10 pins in that moment. And I explain why I picked those pins. So let's go ahead and go over to the table and let's look at the pins. I also want to say thank you so much for Sara for inviting me to this. I will not only post her link below, but all the people that are participating in this great collab. If you are interested in pins, check out all of them. You know they're going to have some amazing, amazing things. And maybe even something that you're interested in. You might learn something new from them. So with that said, let's go to the table. So we're at the table. So let's go ahead and take a look at the 10 pins that I picked out. Now, like I said, these are pins that are my favorite in the moment. It is so hard to pick a favorite pin because they really do change and everyone becomes a favorite as you're starting to look at them. So we're going to start with one of my favorite guys, and that's Winnie the Pooh. And Winnie the Pooh, I have this beautiful, let's see if this works better with the light or without the light. Okay, so I have this beautiful pin. It is lenticular. So let's see if we can see the change between our heffalumps. And he is dreaming. And this is a Loungefly pin. It is there, it's not a limited release or anything. And I picked this particular Pooh pin because it was lenticular. I love these interactive pins, and so I may have other interactive lenticular pins that I may have pulled, but I figured this was a great example of not only Pooh, who I love Winnie the Pooh, but also how much I love this action that is inside this pin. So I'm going to put this one down on the board, try to keep the shadow out as much as possible. Put that on the board. Okay, the second one that I picked out is Ka. And this is part of the transformation series. So it can go this way, or it can go this way. Trust in me. And I love this transformation pin. Again, without any movement on this pin, there's movement in this pin in that you can display it either way. And I love that idea behind it. Somebody's come up with these genius ideas. Of course, Ka is part of the villains, and I absolutely love the villains. So the next one I picked is a villain, and I'm going to take the backs of it off already. And it happens to be Madame Mim. I've been on a Madame Mim kick, but I, again, love this piece where she's transforming. She's afraid of Merlin as a mouse, and then she's not afraid of Merlin and the mouse as a snake. So I really love this piece and that it has this interactive piece. So I put this one as my third one. And this one here is an LE of 5,000. I think this one right here was an LE of 2,750. So I'm going to put that right there. Okay, the next one that I picked is a DSSH pin, and this is my first DSSH pin, and that is why I picked it. And it is Haunted Mansion with the Gracie Manor. So I have tons of Haunted Mansion pins. I love Haunted Mansion. I love Nightmare Before Christmas. So I had to put a representation of Haunted Mansion in here, and I chose the DSSH pin because it was the very first DSSH pin I have ever gotten. So here it is. I'm going to take it off the backer card so you can see the back. Okay, it's got a beautiful gray color to it. It's a limited edition of 300, and it's the crest. It just is really pretty nice. So I'm gonna put it right here, limited edition, and place that. Okay, so the next one that I picked out was a Paris pin, and it is not a limited edition, it's just a Paris pin, but it is the sketchbook style. And I have several of these. I picked the Tink one because I had Tink out. I recently acquired Tinkerbell, and I do have a small Tinkerbell collection. But what I love about this pin, again, there's movement in this pin with the sketching. And I am a drawing person, a sketchbook person, and to have this pin like that, here's the back of it, Disneyland Paris. Really love this pin. Okay, so that's the first 5. They are in no particular order. The next pin that I picked out is of a character who is my favorite animal character, I think, in the Disney universe. Like a sidekick character. And it's Dante. Dante's my favorite dog, I think. I love all the dogs. I love all the cats. But Dante's my favorite. And this is, I believe this is a pink a la mode. This is a limited edition also. Limited edition of 300. And that pin is a beautiful size. He is done beautifully. The marbling effect behind it is gorgeous. Pink a la mode has come out with some very beautiful large pins that can become centerpieces. So that's why I picked this particular one. I have several. I might have even picked the recent one that I got, which was the Jack Sparrow one with the crossbones for the Pirates of the Caribbean. That might have been a really good one to pick as a favorite, but I went ahead and picked Dante as a favorite. Okay, the next one I have is also a DSSH pin. It represents my Nightmare Before Christmas. It is not Jack, and Jack is my favorite, but it is Shock. And if you look at this one particularly, it is a DSSH board pull. This was from one of the events, and it is an artist proof. So I am going to take it off the back. I got this from Indie Disney Pins, Aaron. And here's the back of it, so you can see the ice cream cones. Okay. It's a limited edition of 400. And very small, stamped right here, is AP. Very small for artist proof. And this is going to represent my Nightmare Before Christmas. So I'm going to put that one right there. My next one is another character I absolutely love. Of the Fab Five Sensational Six, he's probably my favorite of the Fab Five, and that is Goofy. It is between Goofy and Mickey, and this particular one has Humphrey, but we're looking at a pen that has that action again. And we have Humphrey inside the camera, and there's his Polaroid that comes down, but it doesn't just stay like that one. It could also be a full shot of Humphrey as well. And I love Goofy. Goofy is one of my favorite characters. The Goofy movies are some of my favorite movies. They were out when my children were little, and I absolutely just adore Goofy. So I'm going to put this right there. Got the little interactive piece. It is a limited release, not a limited edition. Okay, the next one that I picked, I think was from Disney Pin Blog, but it is, again, going back to that sketchbook style. I absolutely love sketchbooks, and this piece is absolutely gorgeous. It just is so beautiful. It's on the recycled metal. I'm going to try to take the backs off. It's a limited edition of 250. It is Jasmine. And again, we're looking at that sketchbook style. I really love it. This is done in a different style than this sketchbook over here with Tinkerbell. But absolutely gorgeous. Back of the pin. Limited edition, $2.50. That's the sketchbook style one. Okay, my last one. And I don't have tons of, well, I actually do. I have a couple villains on here. But probably my favorite villain is Maleficent. And she is just so elegant. If it's not Maleficent, it's the Evil Queen. But I do have to say I love Maleficent not only in her elegance of her human form, but the dragon form. And I have been collecting, if you've been around, the Mechanical Mischief. And so I chose the large piece of the dragon in the Mechanical Mischief. I love the idea of steampunk. I love the idea of her as the dragon. I see her as the dragon in the parade when I'm at Walt Disney World. It is awesome. So I went ahead and picked this one. This one is a limited release. It is not a limited edition. You can see the back of it. It does have the little crystal here to show that it's a newer pin. And this is going to go on a board that has all the Mechanical Mischief pieces and also the Unlock the Evil pieces once I have it done. And it will be all steampunk. So I'm very excited about creating that. So I'm going to put that down. So that's 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I did 10, Sarah. I did not go above 10. So I want to thank Sara again for inviting me to the top 10 Disney Pins 2024. If you're not watching Sara's Disney's Magic, you should be. She is amazing. She is our pin guru. If we have any questions, that's who I would go to. I want to also just say another happy birthday to my dad because it is March 21st. Happy spring to everybody that's out there. And these are my 10 pins. Which one of these pins would you pick to be your favorite? I'm going to say I love them all. So with that said, that's all I've got for you today. I hope that you find magic in your day, and I will see you in the next video.